Hello everybody, my name is Michael Albany of michaelalbany.com and Michael Albany Photography. And today what we're going to go over is one-handed Photoshop tutorials. And why would I want to do one-handed Photoshop tutorials? Might it be that I slipped and broke my wrist last week and hence I have a cast on my left arm and need to do everything one-handed? So I thought I would take that opportunity to show you how to do some quick, easy things. And today's is going to take us less than 5 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this image of James really pop by applying a filter. And that filter that we're going to do is the high pass filter. But before we get to that, first thing we're going to do is we're going to unlock the background layer by renaming it, but just by double clicking on it. And then what we're going to do is drag that down and make a copy of the layer and pop it up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into Image, Image Adjustments, and Hue and Saturation. And we're going to desaturate. Or we could just go here and do the Shift Control U or click on Desaturate Image. And poof, we have that layer is desaturated. Oh my, we're almost halfway done now. The hard part is done. Basically, then what we're going to do is we're going to go into Filter, and we're going to go down to Other, and we're going to go to High Pass Filters. And in High Pass Filters, you have a slider here that applies the radius of it. It's usually set to a default of about 2.5 to 3 or something like that. I don't quite remember. And what we're going to do is you can see in black and white, you get a little bit of a trace so that you would get a little bit of sharpening around the edge of James and James's collar and things like that. Not sure if you can see that on your screen or not. You can see in the preview window a little bit of James's beard. But what we're going to do is we're going to crank this puppy way up there. Now I'm dealing with a 10 megapixel camera image, 10.2, which creates about a 16 meg file. And I'm going to bring that thing all the way up until I start seeing halos around James and halos around the edges of the white areas, which is just about now. We'll see it. It's about, probably about 80 to 85. I'm going to push the limit here a little bit, and we'll leave it at 85.2. And we're going to click OK. And then we say, okay, we have a really nice black and white of James, but it's really not all that nice. It looks pretty bad. Well, we're not done yet. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in and we're going to change our blend mode. So we go over here to our Layers palette, and we click on the blend mode, and we're going to scroll up to Hard Light. And we click on Hard Light, and that makes our high pass filter a mask. And it's a high pass filtering mask. And you can see that that really makes the image of James pop. You can see before, and you can see after. And it's just bringing some real pop to the image without going through all the HDR and the uber sharpening and grunge effects that we've gone over before. But it really makes an image pop. It brings James away from the background. And what we would do from here is, if we were happy with this, we could apply a vignette, take it back into Lightroom, maybe do a couple adjustments there, or in Photoshop and maybe add some effects in here. But we'll get into that next time. But for now, we're just going to do File Save, and we will save this image for the next one-handed tutorial coming soon to a website called michaelalbany.com, always available to you. And until then, happy shooting!